So we finally come here for all the info on the Comfo Buds Minis. The question is, are they stealthy enough to be discreet in the field? The answer, they probably are, if you get them in black.
Hey there, and welcome back to CBlakes2020.com, your very casual spot for exploring tech and gadgets. So today we're diving into the question that's been on my mind recently as I've been researching capable but portable laptops. Does smaller always mean better? Affordability and longer lasting batteries might actually improve our devices a lot more than just shaving off a few millimeters here and there. What do you think about that? But let's shift the focus from the giants to something that's right up my canal. And we're talking earbuds. Now, if you're anything like me and you've got odd ears, you know size does matter. And when it comes to the wireless earbuds, smaller must mean better. But did one more make too many sacrifices to achieve this stealth-like miniaturization? Well, let's dive in to the classified information, unclassified information, to find out. So speaking of covert, these earbuds are quite the undercover agents themselves. The Comfo Buds Minis arrive in a discreet, sleek-like egg charging case and hide within them charging capabilities. And they excel at it. Just place the case on top of any charging pad, including your phone, and they begin uploading, not data, energy. Now, more about the case. The case's magnets hold the earbuds securely within them. There's no rattles and no hassle to remove them. Just fit in snug enough to keep them in place and on the cover. But when it comes to comfort and controls and connections, you'd think that being this small, wearing them would be a dream, right? Well, you're not far off. Just find the right silicone tip and they fit snugly, almost like they were tailor-made for your ears. I wear them for jogging, for the bags at the gym, and I personally require one different size tip for each ear. Tell me about it. I'm all about discreet buds sitting flush and secure when I'm in the gym, especially. But don't let the size fool you. These buds are ready for action. They have an IPX5 rating that makes them sweat-proof and splash resistant. Perfect for the gym. So now imagine this. I'm tapping away on the back of these earbuds, switching between active noise reduction, transparent, and the on and off modes with ease. With options like strong, mild, and with noise reduction, these earbuds have some of the basic essentials that we all need. For example, noise reduction mode is not quite as good as Apple's the AirPods Pro, but they still do a good job, especially considering the price of these things, which is at least 1/3 of the price of the Apples. Alright, let's switch files and talk about the sound. There are numerous detailed sound tests online, so I'm not going to go into it. The links are in the description for all the intelligence and the detailed analytic data. Personally, I've always been curious about bass when it comes to these compact earbuds. So here's the verdict, quickfire. They're not that bass heavy, but they still hold their own in the audio game. Low sound, but not tinny, with a decent clear mid-range. It's all due to the small drivers. We know large drivers push more air, which means increased sound pressure and high levels. This causes more bass and more loudness, but we know louder is not necessarily better when it comes to sound. So for the sound adjustments, I took it a step further and I used the One More Sonarworks Sound ID application. This adjusts the sound to your liking, but it's not a fully adjustable EQ. It gave me a good sound profile that fits my preferences within the parameters of its app. So yes, the sound quality is on point. It's clear, it's crisp. Even if the bass doesn't hit you like a heavyweight champ, it gives you an even balance. This applies to making and receiving calls as well. It's clear enough. The buds have 2 microphones, one in each earbud, combined with DNN algorithm that works together to focus on your voice and filter out the surrounding noises, keeping your voice clear for every call. So, what about connecting the AirPods, you might be asking? Well, I know for a fact these mini agents have a solid connection, and it spans iOS and Android devices also. The distance is very effective and better than cheaper earbuds I've tested. I'm talking 20 or so meters with office and door obstructions all within its way. So that's the inside story on the Comfo Buds Minis. Size matters, but it's not the be-all and end-all. It's not the case that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. I could make use of these earbuds, especially for the office environment. They'll blend right in with the black tie and the black suit. So stay tuned for more tech talk with CBlakes2020, where we break down the jargon and keep it curious. So until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.